friends, this is Thaddeus from Going Nerdy, and we just got a new post from ESP Crumb, and one of the things that's so interesting about this is he's talking about the feedback that Capital Games has gotten from the Galactic Challenges, or about the Galactic Challenges. Now, as the first round of challenges end, I wanted to deliver my own feedback about the newest event. Now, I gotta say that right off the bat, as I'm looking at this, as I'm thinking about challenges, I gotta say I was a little disappointed, because one of the things that was so interesting to me was the fact that they didn't need to wait so long to tell us about this. Did they? I mean, the road ahead for June was this, oh, it's coming, and they made this like really big deal out about it, and then like nothing. I've got to say that it was a little underwhelming. Now, not because the modes were not challenging. In my mind, they were challenging. I was able to beat all of the tiers with my best team at least once. As you can see, I struggled on tier 5, 6, and 7. I was able just to beat it, right? And I wasn't able to beat it with all of the stuff. Now, I don't personally have the Sith or the Separatists completely geared out. My Separatists are a little better than my Sith are, for sure, but they're not completely Relic 7, and I think that was the end goal for these tier 7, was to have, they say Relic 5, but really, to be good, they want a Relic 7, right? And I'm just not there yet. Same thing with tier 3 and even, tier 5. If I would have spent a little more time, I might have been able to do it, but I just didn't have the Sith, connection there. Like, if you look at my Sith, they're not nearly as good as I think they could be. Now, one of the things that I personally felt like I could have liked a little more is the fact that I would have liked to see an interaction between my characters and the environment. Remember early on when we were able to blow up boxes and stuff happened? I would like to see a box added to the game. I would like to see a button that I can shoot occasionally if I level up a certain thing, or if I get to a certain point, a button appears on the background and I can interact with the background. I think that would be a lot of fun and a really cool way to kind of diversify this game, or to change this game mode from kind of what we already have, but a newer, different version of what we already have. If they allowed us to interact with the environment, I think it would be a really cool way to make this game mode unique. As it stands, this game mode doesn't seem to be much different than some of the other stuff that we have in the game, and I think that's part of the reason why I feel that this is such a letdown. Now, as far as the feedback, this post that they just came out with, the feedback specifically talks about, hey, like, look, we hear you here, TM. Like, it's like, look, we've been listening to the feedback, and the thing that we hear most is the rewards suck. Now, this isn't necessarily super surprising to me. This is just the exhibition. I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, this is kind of what they've done in the past, that the exhibition is meant to just, hey, here's a taste. And for me, looking at that, I think to myself, this isn't terrible. They have had worse rewards in other areas of the game, but I do think this is just indicative of something that Capital Games in and of themselves needs to make sure that they reevaluate, not just for this, but for the entire game. The rewards seem a little off, right? The amount of effort that goes in doesn't seem to be worth it at times. And I think that's problematic. That's a pretty big problem. And I think that as they are re-looking at this, as they are reflecting on the reward points or whatever, they need to come up with another way to to reward the people, to reward players. And I think that that's incredibly important, right? Now, they do say that, you know, early tiers are meant to be to help lower players gear up more of their characters. But again, I point out that if there's no need to use all of your characters, why would you want to gear them up at lower levels, right? It's just inflating your GP. And I think that hopefully, now my take on that is there is something coming that will allow us to use more and more of our characters. This is not that. That's what I worry about. Now, finally, they do say that they're going to, you know, start changing it from a 7-day run to probably 2 to 3 days. I'd like to see 3 to 4, maybe 2 to 4, depending if they're deciding to do this back to back to back to back to back. Then, yeah, 2 to 3 days, change it every couple of days. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. If you, again, look at this, they aren't all here. All the factions aren't present here. Now, most of them are, for sure, but my best characters are Jedi. And yes, we have the Galactic Republic, but we don't have, I don't know, I'd like to see Jedi from all factions, from Rebels. I don't know, I think that'd be really cool. Will we get that? I don't know, we'll see. I think that there's a lot of potential in this game mode for the future of the game. But I also think that if this is the first thing, and if they spend another year before they release or introduce a new game mode, I think that a lot of old-time players are going to be a little upset because this doesn't feel different enough. And I might be wrong. I might be wrong, and I know that I'm definitely speaking for myself here, but I definitely think that we want to see new interactions, new concepts. I want to see, personally, as I mentioned before, I want to see and be able to interact with the environment. I want a puzzle like unto the Malak event for different things. And that's not necessarily what I saw here. Now, yes, it was challenging, but again, Sithin and Separatist, I wasn't expecting to do amazing because I don't have Relic 7 characters all the way across the board. I don't have Relic 5 characters that are good enough or that are effective enough or that work effectively enough together that I felt comfortable with, like, really digging into this. Now, maybe with the Bounty Hunters, maybe with the Empire, I might do a little better. I might perform a little better. Definitely with Rebels, definitely with First Order. Now that I'm so freaking close to getting Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, I will feel a little more connected, or I'll feel a little more capable. But because these aren't the characters that I have, and I wasn't able to focus or use the characters that I had didn't give me those additional rewards or additional points, you know, I didn't try as hard as I probably could have. Now, what do you guys think about this? A lot of people are very frustrated. The rewards are definitely not worth it. And again, as I mentioned, that's something that's carried on not just from this game mode, from a lot of other game modes. It's problematic. It's a problem that CG has. What do you guys think? Leave a comment in the section below and let me know. Also in the section below, you'll find 2 links. The first link is for two free audiobooks from Audible. Sign up. You get free 1 month for free, and you get to try it out. If you don't like it, keep the books, quit. You don't pay a dime. Additionally, check out the link below, and you will see the Going Nerdy Swag store. All of the merchandise there can come in t-shirts, but if you are looking for a really cool mask to wear, check out the links. I've got some really neat stuff and more stuff on the way. Let me know what you guys think. Most importantly, tell me what you guys think about this mode. Were you satisfied with it? And what changes would you like to see made to it? This has been Thaddeus from Like, subscribe, share, and as always, my friends, smile and stay nerdy.